going to be talking about galaxies and how you can make your own galaxy in a jar. We did this class a few weeks ago at Halloween at Pole Elementary, and we would like to do it again for you here.
So first we're going to start off by saying, what is a galaxy? So from our poster, we can see that a galaxy are huge collections of matter, dust, gases, and of course stars, and the planets that are bound together by gravity. So there are many different galaxies that are in space, although the galaxy that we are currently living in right now is the Milky Way. The Milky Way is approximately 13.7 billion years old, and the age is determined by taking the age of stars in the Milky Way. So next, we all know that there are billions of stars in many different galaxies, although the Milky Way contains at least 100 billion stars, and may have up to 400 billion stars. This exact number, of course, cannot be known because there is so many. So because our galaxy is so big, how are we able to see our galaxy? Well, even though you may not have a telescope, we created a galaxy box. So how we created it is we took cardboard from a box, or you can just take a box itself. We laced it with a metallic poster, or you can use tinfoil as well. And so once we do it, we make sure that it is dark and enclosed in a dark space. And then we took our tablet and we made it so that it has galaxies or videos of what the galaxy looks like. So when it is nighttime, or once you have placed your box in a dark place, you can take the video from your tablet or phone or whatever you have, and you can place it inside the box. Obviously, we won't be placing it fully today, but once it is in a comfortable spot, you can then look at it, and once it's nighttime or it's in a dark place, it will have the effect that you're looking up into the galaxy.
Now we're going on to see how galaxies can make you happy and how you can make a galaxy in a jar. So with mindfulness for kids, you need to keep it simple. Learn to create and have quiet time, create a bedtime ritual. One of the greatest things with mindfulness is to make sure you take deep breaths and maybe breathe with a buddy. Take walks with friends. We can't do that right now, but maybe go outside and take a breath of fresh air and establish a gratitude practice, and sometimes meditation can help. So now we are going to make tiny galaxies in a jar. And these can be used to help control your breathing, and they're also quite pretty to look at. So the basic standard is what you can do is you can take a little jar. This is the easiest way to do it. So you take a little jar, add a little bit of glitter glue. This one's golden. Pour some in your jar. Pour some in your jar. Add some sequins or glitter. I'm going to go with these blue. Make sure you have an adult help you if you're using glitter. These are supposed to represent your stars and planets swirling around. Then add some water. Maybe a dash of food coloring. Close up your jar. Shake it up. And watch as everything falls. So as everything falls, control your breathing. As it goes up, you breathe in, and as it goes down, slowly breathing and breathe out. This is a great way to focus your breathing and calm down in stressful situations. Now some of you at home might be, I don't have some of these materials. Well, you can get very creative. If you don't have a tiny jar like this is actually a shampoo container. You can find mason jars or different interesting jars around the house. You can use juice jars. Make sure to not make it super big. You want to stay on the smaller side to keep it easy. This is a jam jar or a fruit spread, and if you do use a spice jar, make sure you let your parents know and that you're able to store your spices somewhere else, or if it's empty, clean it out thoroughly. Now let's say you don't have glitter glue, or you don't have the same glue as I do. That's fine. You can use Elmer's clear glue, which you could use 50% of this and 50% of water, or rubber cement and Mod Podge. Now these you have to be careful with and experiment a little to see what works best for you. You can add any kind of glitter or sequins. You can also make a miniature version and cut up aluminum if you don't have sequins or glitter, and get very creative. If you don't have food coloring, you can add fruit juice. There's ultimately no wrong way that you could make these jars. Now if you do use glue, make sure you add a little space because it might rise while in your jar. And that's simply how you make your own tiny galaxy jar.